Hello everyone, my name is Neha, and in this lecture I'm going to show you a simple application of LabVIEW. We'll be creating a body mass index calculator, and body mass index is also called BMI, and BMI is used to tell people if they are underweight or if they have normal weight or if they are overweight or if they have the obesity. So a range of BMI is basically defined for each category. So for example, if somebody is underweight, then they may have BMI less than 18.5. If somebody has a normal weight, then they may have BMI ranging from 18.5 to 25. And if somebody is overweight, then they may have between 25 to 30. And then if somebody has obesity, then they may have a BMI more than 30. So we're going to use the same range and in the system which we are going to create on the LabVIEW. And the other piece which is very important for this simple application is to know the formula for BMI, because once we know the formula we can easily create the block diagram. So the formula for BMI is, we're going to write it here on the block diagram. To do that, I just basically double clicked, and then this text kind of block appeared, and then if I start writing, then that will be visible on the block diagram screen. So I'm going to write BMI formula, and the first is we're going to use the metric unit BMI, and in that weight is basically considered in kg, and the height is considered in meter, and this whole is basically squared. So I'll just put a bracket and then to the power 2. Okay, so this is in metric unit, and if you want to write in English unit BMI, it will be weight will be in lb divided by height, which will be in feet, and then whole square, and then this whole total is basically multiplied by 4.88. all right, I have to add a bracket here as well, and so this whole formula is multiplied by 4.88. so that will be your BMI in English unit. So I'm going to consider I'll be using this unit in English where the weight will be entered in lb and height will be entered in feet. So this ft is for feet, and this m is for meter, kg is, you already know, kilogram, and then this is your lb. So let's start with creating we know that this is the formula we'll be using, so we have to first use a block where we can enter the weight value, and to do that I'm going to use this express and input. So I'll actually go here first, because that's the way how we do it. So go to the express and then numeric unit. So I'll just use this. This is for my weight. So so before I write, I have to also make sure that I use the same symbol for height also, because we have to enter the weight value and the height value. So I'm going to copy this and paste. So I have 2 of these, and then we also have to remember that the height, if we use a precision, then we will have height in feet and in inches, like for example 6.2 feet. or 6 feet 2 inches, something like that. So so we definitely need to have one more of this so that we can add the inch value of the height. So we're gonna use this. Now, to avoid the confusion, this is really important. You should always write, you should always label whatever the block you're using. So this is for height, height in feet, and let's say this is also in inches. This is height in inches. So okay, so we know this thing. So through this we can enter the value, any value, whatever we want, and then calculate the BMI. Now the next step is based on the formula. You can see these must be divided and this height must be squared. So first they should be so this must be squared, and then this should be divided by this weight. So the next thing which I'm going to do is to basically put a square on the height. But before that we need to add these two heights, because for example 6 feet and 0.2 inches, something like that, if you have, so we need to add that. So clicking on the block diagram and then go to the mathematics function, numeric, and then you have this addition over here. But then we have to remember that I cannot directly add this because I have to convert this inches, and you know that 1 feet is equals to 12 inches. So I have to divide this, I have to divide this inches by 12, and then whatever the value I get will be in feet. So I have to use another mathematic function, which is divide. So I'm going to use here divide, and then I will put this here, and then I'm going to use a constant under mathematics numeric. If you go here, you will see this numeric constant, which I'm going to put here, and let's say this numeric is 12, and because that's what exactly we want, so I'm using that, and then this value is going in here. So now the value I'll get here is in feet, and then this goes here to this addition, so the height is added, and then the next thing which I have to do based on the formula is that to square the height. So to square the height I have to use again the mathematical function. I'll go on numeric, and then I'll look for something which can give me the square. So you see here, this is gonna give me the square, so I'm gonna click here and then put it here, and then connecting them together. Okay, so that's what I did, and then I'll make sure that I make sure that I'm gonna label it that I'm getting the value in feet. So this is in feet, and then the next thing what we have to do based on the formula is to divide these two. So I'm gonna divide these, so that means I have to further use a mathematical function, and then use a divide. So there it is, a divide, and then the value which I got from the output will be sent here, and then the weight is sent to this divide block, and then output, if based on this formula you know that this output will be multiplied by 4.88. So again we'll be using another function, a mathematic function. We'll go here quickly and then look for some multiply block. So there it is, this is the multiply block. So we will use this, and then we're going to connect this to this one, and the other side should be connected to 4.88. So I'm going to use this constant and copy and paste. I don't have to go again and again to mathematic function. I can use this. I just have to change the value. So changing the value of this to 4.88, and then connecting to the to the multiplication block. And so we have this formula already completed here. The next thing we have to do is to display the result. So for that I'm going to use a numeric constant to find that. I'll go to this express and then numeric control. So let's use this numeric indicators, and we will be using this. And then we also saw some slider option here, so not in this one. If you go so this has the progress bar, grade bar, or progress bar in this way, or tank or thermometer. You can use that. I think I'm gonna use this pointer slide, and then you can click on this. So once you play with the slider a little bit, you will get you can basically increase the size. And I'm going to change the name to BMI. And if you further click on this slider, you can use all these features. For example, if I want to use data entry, then clicking on the data entry, this will provide slide properties BMI. It will tell you the appearance. You can fill color to something else, let's say maybe pink. I think I like blue better, so I'll use that. And then data type, data entry, scale. You can increase the range. So for example, we have 30, the maximum BMI. So I'm going to use this, and so you see how the range has changed over here. And then text label, all these features you can use. So I'm going to click OK here. And then again, if you right click and try to explore all these features, you'll get to know what different changes you can do through this slider. So now next, what I'm going to do is to put this slider here and then numeric over here, and now I have to connect the output from this multiplier to this numeric and the BMI slider. There's one thing to note here, that the slider direction is different. It's right now it is a control. So if you right click, let me first show you what is the problem. So once you connect to the numeric, this will connect easily. But then if you try to connect with this BMI, it will not let you connect. So you see that. So we don't want this to happen. We want all of them to be connected, and then only we'll be able to see the result. And then this also goes. Okay, so to do that, you right click here and then change to indicator instead of a controller. Change to indicator, and then you can easily connect with this, and then this goes in here. So you see these are all connected, and now the next thing we have to do is to run it together. So let's run this. Let's say the weight is 67 or 102 lb and height is 5 feet and 6 inches. So the BMI is 20. And if I change for the, let's say maybe 78 and inches are 2, you can see the BMI is around 14, so 14.2591. Now the other thing you can do is you can label it. You can label it as underweight, normal weight, and obesity. So that is something you can do. So you stop the program, and then you can basically use the label. So let's say if the BMI is less than 18, then the person is under weight, and if the person is 20, around here, somewhere here, then the person is normal weight, and then here overweight, and then you can further extend the range of this slider, and you can actually use better these indicators, not the indicators, these labels in a better way. Let's see when we run the program, and let's say change it to maybe 84 and this as 6 feet 2 inches. This will give me BMI very low because the weight is really low. Let's say 120 lb, and still the weight is underweight, and so let's 167. You can see how it is increasing. So let's say somebody's 220. So they are above normal weight, but again, as I said, like, you can use better level indicator. So once you need to just explore with what are the different blocks are available, and those, if you use it, then you can make it more effective. So this was the simple application. We made a BMI calculator, and so this is the end of the lecture. Thank you so much for watching.